Hello guys and girls, thank you for joining in to what should be another fun video. I've got some very exciting news to share with you to start with before I play some chaotic Blitz, because I need to get my blooming rating up. I've been doing a project recently, just one of many, but this one has probably been one I've put most work into out of anything in my life video wise, and it's a 16-hour video course, and it's something I'm very proud of. I think it's one of the best things I've done, and it took me a long time to prepare and a long time to film, and it's now out for sale. And if you want to support me and support this YouTube channel, everything I do, then you can do nothing better than purchasing this course. That would definitely support me. It would help me out greatly, and hopefully it would help you guys out as well. I know I'm doing a little bit of a sales pitch here before I dive into the videos, but we all need to make some money. Make some money. And I have to say my bank is very low at the moment, because a lot of cash is into an exciting new project. There's loads going on. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But first of all, let me just get my sales thing in. And the new course is available to buy 50% off from the link you see at the top there. So if you type that link, ichess.net/sale/Williams GingerGM into your browser, you'll be able to get it for half price. So I think that's about £60. I mean, I know that's quite expensive, but it is 16 hours of me basically building a course. And the idea of this course was to obviously help you guys at home improve your chess, but in the most efficient way possible. So rather than looking at wrong things and bad things, I really go into cheats and secrets of how you can improve in a much quicker way. So it's really there to help you improve in my normal fun, but I've spent, like I say, a lot of time building this course, and it really is, like I say, the biggest thing I've ever done. So buying that would help me continue doing these other things I do for free. So, you know, if you do have the cash, that would be, I'd be so grateful. Now, if you can't, you're not in a position to buy it, you can actually get a free download, a 2-hour portion of the course there. This is a new link I've just put up here, and if you type that new link, ichess.net/Simon/Williams/opening, you can see the blooming link there. If you put that in, you will subscribe to the iChess thing, but you'll get 2 hours of the course for free. And I'm pretty confident with this course that if you do, if you do get those 2 hours, you'll want to buy the whole lot, because I think it's a blooming excellent course, even if I do say so myself. And the sale there of half price goes on until Saturday, so you've got only until Saturday to get that. Like I say, if you put that link in there, just put it into your website, you'll be helping me a lot continue doing what I'm doing. And we all need a bit of help sometimes, and you know, this one is really the biggest thing I've tried for a long time, and I'm sure it'll be worth it. But anyway, enough of me doing my little sales patter, which I say we do need to do. Now, one reason I'm just going to get a Blitz game going, I'm going to get my rating to 2450 now. No more Mr. Nice Guy, no more. I'm keeping it green, like the green grass of Surrey. The board, that is, not anything else, not anything I'm going to be smoking, but the green board, I'm saying. And now, just while I play this first game, I'll just tell you other things we're trying to do, which you might be interested in. Well, first of all, obviously, GingerGM, we are trying to make DVDs, and we do sell DVDs, but we've got a very exciting project, which I think I'm in a position to tell you about today, coming up. It's only two of us at GingerGM, me and Simon Ansell, who's the website master. So, you know, it's a lot to do for two of us. We're getting more people to help us out, even as we speak. But, you know, we need money and time to do the things we want to do. And first of all, the first thing we've got planned is a new website. By the time this video's up, or certainly by later today, this new website will be up and running, and it's only a new design. But the main thing we're aiming for is a whole new exciting project to be released at the latest earlier next year. And it's going to have a lot of cool stuff, and I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but it's really taken up a lot of my time, a lot of my effort, and quite a lot of cash as well. And I think it's going to offer lots of free stuff, so you don't have to buy stuff if you're there, but it will be offering obviously some things you can buy as well on it. But it really is, it's going to be blooming awesome. It's going to be awesome in a weird GingerGM way, and it's going to have some serious parts, but it's also going to have some blooming mental parts to it as well, because that's the way we roll. Oh yeah. But of course, all these things do need a bit of cash, and I'm paying personally through money I'm getting from sales of DVDs and other work I'm doing into this new project, which is leaving me a bit thin on the ground. So hence why I've been so sort of busy recently, and buying that course will certainly help me create more content and keep doing the stuff I want to do. You've seen I've been a bit slack on the YouTube videos recently, and I do want to keep that up. But of course, just please go back, put that link in. That is one way you can certainly support me if you have the cash, of course, you know. But anyway, on to some blooming chess here. I'm not really thinking here, but I want to win every game I play. Ooh, okay, right. So, probably haven't played this particularly excellently. But look at my rating. It's shocking. It's blooming shocking. I'm also trying to decide whether I'm going to stream Title Tuesday later. I need to up my bloody game if I'm going to do that. I've got a meeting later on today with a brain hippie who's an artist who's done some great stuff for us. And I'm basically, if I'm back in time from that meeting, then I will be streaming Title Tuesday. So that's the idea. So hopefully I'll be streaming Title Tuesday later on. Right, what on earth is going on? Well, okay, I'm not sure how much I like this position at all. I've been talking too much. So, you know, what the one thing I learned from my last Blitz session was winning the first game is a blooming shambles. I you know, when I win the first game, I lose all the rest. So I don't care about losing the first game, but well, I do a little bit. I still want to win. So I've dropped a pawn, but maybe I've got some blockade here. It's not the end of the world. I haven't really got my counterplay going, so let's now try to bunk up a gear. I mean, there's a good chance of getting some blockade here. It's not really what I had in mind when I went into this, but that's life, isn't it? We don't always get what we want in life, as I'm sure some of you out there can basically understand what I'm saying there. We don't always get what we like, but sometimes we do. And buy my course, hypnotize. But yeah, okay, so, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm pawn down, but it's not tragic at this moment in time. My opponent even going for an ending, which I probably can go into. I have to say, you know, I'm not going to lie. This is not a particularly inspired game. This one, and maybe I should have kept an eye on d4. But I'm throwing the first game because, you know, it's bad news for me to win the first game. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, guys and girls. I'm throwing the first game. This is all part of my master plan. Now, if I get my king to d4, that wouldn't be so bad. But is that just is that pipeline? Come on, boy, come on, get in there, son, get in there, son. You can do it. Run, boy, run, run, boy, run, boy. Oh God, that constellation of bloody hell! What is wrong with my? Oh God, one must have terrible. Okay, right. I'm going to push Barry. No, I'm not going to push Barry. Oh, fuck a duck. This is, oh dear. Why am I? Okay, I'm going to have to, okay, right. This is not the way I wanted to roll in the first game. I'm just going to resign this one. Look, you know, I promise you this is going to be now the last game I lose. I still feel like, okay, right, more concentration, get in the zone. So, Sicilian. I'm going to stick with my Dragon Sicilian. And now I'm going to get a roll of 10 wins. If I get 10 wins now, you've got to buy the course. 10 wins, and we're going to go for mainline dragon. Maybe I should turn this bloody green board off. I'm not sure I like this green anymore. I've got to find. Look, I've got to find excuses, as you guys realise. I can't blame it on my shit play. That surely couldn't be the cause of my bad chess, could it? It couldn't be, surely. No, it can't be my play. It must be something else. It must be cheaters, the mouse. It must be a number of things, but not my play. Okay, well, now I'm going to come to an old gambit line, which I first played about 15 years ago to defeat Grandmaster Peter Wells. Now, I don't think this is any theory on this, but when your castle are on opposite sides of the board, material doesn't matter so much, and it's more important just to attack. So actually giving up a line so I can potentially attack on the B file is something which I'm reasonably happy about. I've only played this gambit a couple of times, but it seems to me a very interesting way to play. The downside, as we see, is my opponent does get a hold on the B5 square, and he's played all the correct moves so far. Now I'm just going to aim to sacrifice on B5 because I don't give a damn. And I mean, I'm going to get my mojo rising. Okay, so is that a Wesley So move, or is that a So move? If I take there, what's his idea? Does he have an idea? Do I just take that one? Why don't I take that one? What am I missing? Okay, well, like I said, I don't give a damn about that piece. Okay, or do I? Or do I live to regret? Okay, well, if he gives up his bishop, he let me just think of the best way. I need to get a4, open up some lines. Okay, I'm just thinking the best way to sacrifice here. I can envision myself flicking in the e4 and trying to get this guy into the game. I don't know if my last way was the best way, was it? But do I have a queen? Okay, well, we certainly need to flick this move in, and we're trying to line up some tactic like this. I'm hoping my bishop on g7 is going to be a monster, but I've got a bit of work to do here, haven't I, to prove my compensation. So what do? Do I bring my queen in? Maybe I should have gone for something a bit more dynamic, but the bishop here is a great piece. Is it good enough? I don't know. Well, let's try to float my pieces in, and I don't know if this is better than a rook or not. My bishop, I don't know. It's an interesting sacrifice, this. I'm wondering if I should have played e4. I have to say my opponent's played this pretty well. Okay, so I've got this one coming in. Okay, my opponent, of course, trying to exchange queens, which I'm not going to allow. Now, if I check, he comes back to this square. Do I have another good square for my queen? Check here, he comes back here. What about I check and then come to c5, keep my queen active? Well, I can take here, takes rook check, or I can play e3 first. Let's play e3 and keep my initiative going. I'm looking at sacking my queen on this square. That looks very tempting, but I need to get my pieces in. So let's now just try to get my pieces coordinating. And boom, I like the look of that one. Let's win some material back. And if he goes there, well, he's going to lose more material. More material, son. More. I'm going to take them all because I'm a greedy mother. Mother so-and-so. Okay, and now I'm a rook up. He has quite a lot of pawns. Put that in your smipe. What is a blooming smipe? I don't know. Right, we're rolling. He doesn't want any more games. I hate players like this. They only want to play, and he's saying thank you. Well, look, play some more bloody games then. I'm not interested in these one-game Harrys. Okay, I'm rolling. First game. Okay, well, we can see I'm in super aggressive mood, and we're going to have a dragon hour, I feel. A dragon hour. Now, this is a funny little move. Harry, if you play G3, I'm coming at you like a steam train. An unleashed night train, ready to rock and roll. I never roll, because I'm on the night train. Do, I'm on the night train. Okay, I certainly should probably, well, I don't think I should continue my singing career. My chess career is in a little bit of doubt at the moment, but hence the singing is in very large amounts of doubt. Okay, so we have a bit more of a positional game here, when I'm thinking I have two breaks, f5 or d5. My opponent is playing, that is such a dull move to play. He's just trying to keep things solid and aim for an equal position. The problem is when you go f5 in these positions, your opponent normally goes f4 and he keeps things blocked. I think I'm slightly better because I've got a knight immediately into the center of the board, and now he has given the opportunity to play this move, but then I suppose his knight comes here. So do I even have a little weird tactic with this one? Or do I have maybe bishop g4? Let's try this, because I don't know. I just want to change the pawn structure a little bit. I don't know if that's going to help me or not. But at least by forcing to take here, we get a change of pawn structure. And that will increase my winning chances in what is otherwise quite a dull position. Now, do I want to swap off light square bishops here? That is quite a debatable question, because this bishop, I'd say, is better than his bishop, which is blocked in by the pawn. My main idea, as you can see, well, first of all, I am going to certainly make sure I keep this square for my pieces. Maybe my knight can also get to that square. I'd love to get my knight, which is a very bad piece, to g4. So actually, I'm just going to try to put that plan into motion. I'm just going to try to move my knight around to h6, because he can't get in on the other side. I can certainly try to get my knight to this lovely outpost. Look at that for a grandmaster maneuver. I've still got the magic, even if I don't show it very often. I need water. I need lots of water. Okay, so now I think it's time to open up another avenue, and hence why I'm playing this move b5, and this will either give me a passed d pawn or this file. And if he ever takes here, I think I just take with this pawn, and that seems to be pretty secure for me. So as long as he can't break through with his double rooks on this area of the board, I can try to move my pieces over to this queen side, which he has defended against. So maybe I'm just going to aim to put a rook on a6 now, and of course I've got to keep a bigger eye on the time here. Okay, so I'm just going to try and improve my pieces a little bit. I'm wondering where this bishop wants to go, because I'm sure my knight is eager to come to g4, finishing off my plan of attack over there. I'm just trying to stop him from making many moves in this position. Okay, so I have to take with this one. And if he does take on h6, I take with a king, because I need to keep my bishop defending this. But that last move he played is something he wouldn't want to play. Is he getting ready for any tactics? We've got to be careful. Is he arranging a rook takes here? Well, even then, queen takes looks okay, but I think I'm just going to get ready for my knight to come into this square, which he stopped. And now let's increase the pressure on where I'm strongest, which is over on the queen side. So positionally speaking, I feel like I've actually been doing okay here. And right, again, he's threatening maybe some trick here. Let's not fall for any trick. Well, if he does take here, I got to make sure I cover that one. So okay, well, I'm going to come back. I'm just going to see. I still have a good position. I just want to do a little bit of rearranging of pieces before I try to make my final breakthrough. I don't really want to go knight here, because he will take my knight off. That's not something I want to do. But what I want to do, I'm glad he did that one, is try to swap off the light square bishop so my knight has the g4 square. And okay, I'm just gonna now he's got some little trick there. Can I take here tactically? Well, I can, but I think I'm going to go here, just keeping an eye on f6. But really, I think it's just going to come down to the time here. Positionally speaking, I think I've done things correct, but I now got to make sure I don't lose on time. Shit, did I allow that? Oh, for fuck's sake, Williams. the one idea that I've been trying to blooming well stop, and I flipping allow it. What an idiot. Okay, now he's coming in here, and I've just thrown my fucking good position away. Oh, I'm not annoyed, am I? I don't sound annoyed, do I? Fuck no. Okay, right. Shut up and win. That's what I'm going to do. We can still win this one. Just, I'm still doing well. His sacrifice actually was probably more show than anything else. But it was just something, when you're in control of the position, you don't want to allow these tactical bursts, because I kind of felt like I was in total control. So why should I allow these tactics? There's no reason to. And this position is, of course, very good for me, because I should just be the exchange up, and he has little counterplay to act against it. Okay, he has 2 pawns, but my pawns are on light squares, meaning that he can't easily attack them. And I've got a big bloody pawn now, and that big bloody pawn has dreams of becoming a Casanova type queen. Come on, big bloody pawn. Yes, get in there. We're on a roll. Okay, I really think I'm going to win every game I play today. Now, after the first game, I threw the first game. I'm going back to the London system. I'm planning, by the way, of doing a little free video on the latest developments in the London system. I'm going to do that certainly on YouTube in the next couple of days. So I did something like that for Chess Base recently, because when I did this London system video, is he going to go e5? That's something which I'm not. Okay, well, I'm just going to go here, a bit different. I get like a reverse Stonewall Dutch. So I will do that, because since I did my DVD, things have certainly developed a bit in the London system. There's been some new developments, and we do need to have a look at these new developments. So I'll make sure I keep you guys up to date with that. Okay, well, he's trying to push over here, but I have this lovely square, and he can push on the queen side. I don't care, because I'm going to checkmate him on the king side. I'm actually always quite happy when they play that move, because I have one weakness now, and it's very hard for my opponent to get anything over here. Maybe I should have gone rook c. Okay, I'm going to go rook c. No, I've got a3. He can't push there. I'm just going to continue. He wants to put his knight there. So how do I do it? Well, let's do one of my favorite techniques in chess, the rook swinger. I do this so often in the Dutch. Remember this idea. I've won some brilliant games from this plan. When you have a pawn on f4, of bringing it around here. Now my opponent is trying to counter that by getting his knight into e4. Now, could I go here, takes, queen swinging in? Well, I could, but I'm going to go here because I don't want to allow his knight in, so I'm going to control the e4 square. The reason I don't want to allow his knight in there, because my pieces here look so strong, and I'm trying to burst it into h7, hence why he's had to play this move. Okay, well, I'm still going to continue by moving my pieces to the most aggressive squares. And now he's obviously trying to get his knight still into here. Do I take on d7, or what about now I have a little change of plan? Let's try this one, a little change of plan here. Trying to take advantage of this square here, and threatening bishop takes f6. Maybe I should have done this last move. Last move would have been even better. Now, okay, so my bishop is quite well placed here. My queen, I feel, wants to come back towards the king side. And my idea now is to take here and bring it over. And you can see checkmate on h7 is my long-term plan. And because my bishop is on this square, he can't play knight e4 because I'm hitting here. Okay, right, well, I'm going to continue with my aggression. Now, I don't really want to give up this bishop, but let's have a look. Takes queen here. And that, to me, looks like a brutal and strong idea. Just going for the attack, attacking here. There's no point flapping about like a blind duck. Okay, right, so now, if I go knight d7, he can go, what can he do against this move? What can he play against that move? Let's keep playing tactically and aggressive. Maybe knight g4 was better because it keeps it around his king. But this is just, I'm just trying to play my old way. Checkmate, end the game, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on. It's time to throw in the towel. I'm still playing a bit slow, but anyway, if I checkmate him, it doesn't matter. This is move 21. You know, I've been thinking about my ideas. I'm warming up nicely and getting back in the swing of things. Right. So knight d7. Is there any way he can defend? Well, king g7. I have queen h6 check first. Then knight takes here. If he goes knight h5, I take on e7. It looks to me, look at the power of the rook swinger. Get in there, rook swinger. Remember that one, boys and girls. It's a really powerful thing to do. If you play the Dutch, always think about this rook swinger. It normally works when they haven't fianchettoed. That's a good little tip there. When they have not fianchettoed, then the rook swinger works a lot better. And also, you know, I basically got a reverse Dutch here because my pawn is on f4. So I'm basically just gonna take off every single one of his measly little pieces. I probably could have mated him with rook here, but this is clearly, oh, come on. Resignations is an option, sir. He wants to exchange queens. I don't even want to exchange queens because, you know, I want to checkmate him. Okay, and I'm up on time. No, you're not going to get me. I'm just going to checkmate you. I still want to checkmate you at all costs. I want to checkmate you. I want to checkmate you. I don't want to win on time. I want to checkmate you. Can you not hear me? Checkmate you. Am I getting near? Am I getting near? Oh, he wants to checkmate me. That's not cricket. But he's not going to, because I'm going to checkmate him. In we go. Come on. Keep going for checkmate. And, okay, well, I'm not going to fliff this one up. No, we're not. And I'm going to checkmate him with all my pieces. And it's bound to come. What on earth is this? Here we come. Come on, I need to checkmate him. So close to checkmate. Am I going to do it? Yeah! Okay, well, there we go. I checkmated him. Jolly good. Jolly good. That is more like it. That's how you play chess. That's how you play chess, I believe. That's a game of chess, that was. Right, okay, so let's go. Well, he played... What did he play? He played some weird system last time, which I'm not too worried about because I think I got a good position. And he's allowed me to push. Oh, my words. Is this guy off his blooming nooker? He's gone absolutely mad. He can't play like this, can he? He's allowed me this option of, look at my dear boy here. Look at this dear boy. This is, oh, Harry. Oh, I know Harry has sacrificed himself, but I have a very simple plan here. And you know what my plan is? Have a guess. It begins with C and it ends with mate. Can you guess what it is? It's called Schachmatt. That is my German pronunciation. Were you blooming impressed or what? Okay, so well, he stopped. I should have gone bishop there last move, shouldn't I? But well, he's actually stopped me checkmating him. He's not supposed to do that. He's not supposed to do that. Okay, let's just go. Let's just get on with it. No more Mr. Nice Guy in this one. Come on, let's get him in. Let's throw him in. Throw them all in. Here they come. Probably should have gone bishop h3 earlier, but my opponent seems to be one of these guys who just plays very quick, but maybe doesn't always keep a good eye on his position. Saying that, what am I doing here? Okay, well, I'm just going to throw him all over in his general direction and hope something turns up. It's a pity I can't get this rook in. Maybe I certainly haven't played this as well as I should have. Okay, well that has certainly helped me. Come on, in we come with my plan. What is my plan? It begins with check and it ends with mate. Oh, there's got to be something beautiful here. Got to be. Okay. Now, where is it? Check here, check here. Not mating. I think I must be something very strong here. This knight's a pain. What if I give this one up here? Takes. No, this knight is a good defensive piece. I want to double up somehow. I can't see the finish here, which is surprising me. What about I go here? Doesn't look right. With the idea of something like bishop g7, giving up my bishop and just getting another piece in. This gives me the opportunity. Well, it allows him to blunder because knight takes now is a blunder. Oh, fucking hell. Have I just blundered? Well, I thought I had this one. I thought I had this move. This was the point behind my play. Yeah, I double confusion there. And I think that rook there was quite a clever move because actually, even when you're attacking like a lunatic, you've got to always consider your opponent's best moves. And in this circumstances, yeah, I'm back over 2400 where I belong. He didn't actually have many moves, and rook h5 certainly just helped my position somewhat. You know, I'm building up the power on the h file, and it gives him an opportunity to go wrong, which he did. And now I'm playing an angry Serb versus an angry Englishman. And well, it's Dragon Day today, and we're playing another quick player. But I feel like I've actually, for my credit, I've got 2 tournaments coming up this month, and I know I haven't been posting as much, but I have been super blooming busy doing this course, doing other things. But I've also been starting to do a bit of exercising as well, which I mentioned in my last video, and I'm trying to get a little bit more in shape for when I play chess, because I think that's very important, isn't it? In long chess games or any kind of chess games, to get yourself in good physical shape. I mean, you look at Maggie, Magnus Carlsen, that's what we call him in the trade, Maggie, you know, and he's in, you know, phenomenal shape, isn't he? Absolutely phenomenal shape. So this is certainly something I need to concentrate a bit more on. Now that looks very suspicious to me. Don't I have here or something like that? I don't know. I'm going to give him a check because hell, why not? Why not give him a check? Just seems like I should have some tactic here, but I can't actually see a tactic, unfortunately, with my knight. I can't see how my knight is going to come in tactically. Maybe should it come into d4? Let's try that one. This guy, the angry Serb, is a quick mover. I'm not sure about that. Maybe this was okay. And now, well, I'm going to play as actively as I can. Maybe you've always got to bear in mind your pawn breaks, and b5 is sort of the typical pawn break in this position. Maybe I had some tactic there, though. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed some tactic. Well, his knight is now a disgusting piece, which my pieces are trying to take advantage of if I can. And one of the reasons I moved my knight here is I thought this could be a bit annoying. But positionally speaking, I certainly like my position here. I think I want to exchange knights because I don't want his knight coming in there. And again, positionally speaking, this move is something you wouldn't normally do because you very rarely want to swap off the bishop that's defending your king. But I remember an old Karpov game where Karpov played a move like this just to get control of a very important square on his opponent's queenside. And I've done this here to get control of c3 and try to lodge a rook in c3 and just get all my pieces gathered up over on the c file. So that's my general idea behind this maneuver, and my opponent's now taking some time to think, which is always a nice sign. things I have to watch out for. Well, I've got to watch out for f4, f5, but I don't think that's going to be quick enough for him here. What can he do? I don't know why. Okay, he has to take that. I didn't see any other option. And now he's trying to defend passively, but this seems to me like it's going to be this is a very passive way for him to defend. So I'm going to go here, because if f4, I have bishop h5 now. And let's just keep my bind on the dark squares. You can see now how I've got this very nice bind, and my position seems to be very, very pleasant here. He can't really move anything because this is under serious pressure, and I always have a piece coming into this square. Whether I want to do it now or not, I don't know. Well, let's try to take over the A file. Positionally speaking, like I say, very pleasant for me. And I'm now going to try to change my tactics from well, I'm gonna maybe let's go here, trying to come in around the back somewhat. So I'm going to change one type of advantage, hopefully, to another type of advantage. I'm wondering there if I could have, I nearly had queen takes f2 with the idea of rook here, but he has rook there. So on the other hand, my opponent is trying to get tactical, but now I can take that one, winning a pawn and winning the ending. So this looks like a good tactic to me, and I think my whole plan has worked out exceedingly well. And I'm going to win the B pawn as well, 2 pawns up in an ending, and it's going to be easily winning. So, well, let's not just say 2, let's say 3, shall we? Let's put a third one in there. Let's put a third one in there. And back to the calm and tranquil waters of the London system. So my opponent's gone for a very quick c5, and I've just had a bit of a mind blank there if I go c3 now or not. I mean, I should know this. I'm just wondering what happens if he goes queen b6. I know I covered this. I guess I just go queen to this square. Okay, yeah, as soon as they go e6, the general rule is then you can play knight to f3. And I'm hoping now, maybe I'll be able to show you the main... Okay, this is a slightly peculiar move. And interesting move. He's trying to put his knight on f5. Fair enough. Let's allow him to do that, because it's a trade-off. He gets the bishop pair, but I get this play on the h file. And now when you get this kind of trade, when your opponent takes here, I know a very typical idea is to take on c5 and go e4. For example, this is something that occurs as black in the Slav and other similar systems. And I won a nice game against international master Andrew Ledger in this kind of position. And I kind of felt that my knights were very good in that game. Now, the long-term plan would be to get my knight to this square, but I see a little idea here as well of maybe bringing my rook up to h5 and trying to come around the angles. His bishops, I feel like my knights are better than his bishops here. So he's going for e5, and that means I have 2 ideas. I'm now thinking, does my knight come in here, or should I think I'm going to bring my pieces around towards his king side. I'm still trying to find ways to take advantage of his queen being on this square, and now my knight is coming in to a better route. And again, I'm trying to find some squares. My 2 knights are fantastic here. I'm just playing positional chess today. My knights are playing against his bishop. What I'm trying to do here, just very quickly, strategically, is swap off most of the pieces and leave my opponent with his worst piece. And his worst piece is his bishop. Why is that a very bad piece? Because his bishop is on the same color squares as his pawns. So positionally speaking, this bishop is a very, very bad piece, because it can never get into the game. And my knights have fantastic. My knights have chances to jump in, jump around, jump up and get down. So they certainly have a fair amount of potential here to do damage. And even now, well, I think tactically I mean, his position was probably losing anyway, but he's fallen for a little tactic here, and he has to go king here when my knight can take on f6, and I've won a pawn. Do I have any better options than taking there? We should always consider everything. I got knight check here, king here, knight here. I don't know. It didn't look as good as just taking this pawn. So let's just keep things nice and simple. And now let's just centralize my knights again, keeping things under control. And of course, this is a much better position for me, but we still need to win these types of positions. So don't want to allow his rook into the game, not without a fight. So he's trying to come this way. Very wise. And trying to get play like that, which is annoying actually. Let's stop that one. So I'm going to put my rook on this square just to stop it, just to stop him going h3 and activate. And not as easy as I thought this to win, I have to say. This was looking easier before, but it is a pawn. It is a pawn, and a pawn is a pawn, and it should, of course, be very good for me. Another thing you've always got to do when you play against knights is just make sure you try to limit your opponent's knights as much as you can. Now I know his knight can come in here now, but I didn't want his knight coming into this square with check. And he has found the right idea. I've still got a bit of work to do in this position. Let's see. And I need to find the right plan here, don't I? If I go here, he goes h3. It's not as easy as I thought, for sure. Okay, time. Shit. I'm hoping he goes knight d4, because then I've got f4 move, but and then f5. But this, okay, let's try this. This is what I'm hoping. Even if it involves a pawn sack, I'm still trying to get some mating net around his king. You know, using f5 in this position. Okay, this is the kind of thing that I wanted to get, for better or worse. And it's only a pawn. And let's use my pawns now. Come on! f6 coming as well. These are looking very, very strong. Lot stronger than my opponent's pawns. Especially now that I have this position. Look at them roll! Oh yeah, and I've just got to avoid this little trick. I know. Got to avoid that little trick. Don't cheapo shot. Oh, and I've got to avoid losing on time. Fuck it. Don't lose on time. Don't lose on time. Ah. So I've gone quiet. What am I doing? Okay, get in there. That's what a little bit of focus does. So okay, I'm really pretty, as I say, I'm pretty psyched today just to get my rating at least to 2450. This is my one aim, to get to 2450. And you know, just have a good session of Blitz, just to show myself that I can. Now I have to be honest, I don't know what opening this is. You don't normally get this b5 in. It's some kind of weird Sicilian. Normally they try to go a4 in these positions, and as soon as I say that, he plays a4, of course. And now I could take here and try to prove that his pawn on d5 is a weakness. On the other hand, I've lost my light square bishop, which means that c6, yeah, is a real issue. And he's played a very good move there. This knight coming into c6 is always the problem with losing your light square bishop. So, ugly move to play there, knight b8. But I cannot allow a knight into this square. You know, if he gets his knight into c6, e7 is dropping, everything's dropping. You know, this position is not so bad for me if I can get castled and just, you know, keep things under control. Right, now what about some maneuver with my knight, trying to get it into e5 and attacking his knight. That looks like a standard way of playing. This knight a real issue for me at the moment, but okay, I'm just slightly worse here. Nothing serious after having this rather peculiar opening. So well, I'm going to come to c5 if you allow me to. It's certainly a square I'm reasonably happy in going to. And now you've allowed me to play e5, and that is, positionally speaking, a desirable move, because it gets rid of my backwards pawn and I get a much more active pawn. You can very rarely play this move in this kind of structure. If you can play it and your opponent can't capture on pass on, it's nearly always a positive thing to do, because now later on I have f5, I have e4 coming, and I generally have good active pieces. So I'm happy now. I'm probably the one with a slight advantage. If he goes knight c6, it's probably the move I'm most concerned about, but he's gone back. Now, do I want to swap the bishop off? I don't know if I do, actually, because I have this nice control of this square. Is this bishop a good piece? I don't think it is. The only thing that's annoying is he's always going to have pressure against a6 here. But I'm going to leave myself the possibility. I mean, I've got a lovely square on c5 for my pieces, and this certainly looks a little bit better for me. So, okay. And now he's kept his bishop, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. So, I mean, I'm feeling my knight is very good. And let's not lose a pawn. Keep things under control. He can be a bit annoying, can't he? Like I said, a6 is the one slight problem here. And now, like I said before, he hasn't got rook here. I want to play this move. This is what I want to play to stop him playing bishop to this square. And now I'm very happy. I'm very happy here, positionally speaking, because his bishops even have become very weak pieces. And right, well, I've even got e4. He's allowed me to play e4 here. E4 king here is maybe something I don't want to allow quite yet. So I'll put my king on this square. And of course, e4 is always there, so I don't need to rush it. Now takes, yes, check. Let's take this way. I allow his rook in, so it's now becoming a bit unclear. He's gone that way. That surprised me massively. Well, is he playing for tricks? Is he just playing for bishop takes here? Well, I don't think his rook should have gone there. Why didn't he come into the 7th rank? That last move of his makes very little sense. And well, I just got to avoid the tricks. I just got to avoid his tricks, because I feel his rooks are misplaced, and my knight always covers this one. And I avoid the tricks. And have I fallen for a fucking trick? Takes, yes, I've fallen for a fucking trick. Avoid the tricks, fall into a trick. Okay, silly me. Oh God, that was ridiculous. Just fell for a mate in one there. Again, total control of the position, and I just fall for a stupid mate there. Wow, I mean, I've only got myself to blame for that one. That was stupid, absolutely stupid. I shouldn't have been falling for his cheap tricks like that. Okay, no worries, it's one game. I'm going to keep the London system. I was very happy with the way the last game went. I feel that my plan of taking here and went e4 just gave me a fantastic game. So it's up to my opponent to find the improvement. And I sometimes find this with a lot of players. A lot of players, they don't realise how bad their position was, and they play the same thing time and time again, which I find very peculiar, because this position must be better for white, surely. With my knights better than his bishops, I always have a knight coming to c4, which I'm going to play immediately. I don't see any reason why not. And I had this plan, which I showed before, of swapping off light square bishops and leaving my opponent with the bad bishop. So I don't know. I don't understand players who play. Chess should be an ongoing learning experience, even 3-minute chess. If you're not learning for 3-minute chess, well, you can just play for fun, but you should always been trying to work out where you went wrong in your games and not doing the same mistake twice. Chess is something which, yeah, you need to learn from. So that is obviously what my opponent should be doing. But this is a good position. Where does he castle? Let's ask our opponent this. If he goes king side, well, I've always got this g4 move starting to attack over here. If he goes queen side, well, I'm also happy with that. Now g4 is a good positional move to play. Do I need to play it yet? No. Let's just maneuver my knight around to e3, because if he goes here, he allows my queen in with check. So g4 is a nice move because it restrains my opponent's pawns. It restrains his f pawn. It restrains his h pawn. So it's a move that I maybe want to put in his body, but I don't want to put it in his body quite yet, because I have manners, dear boy. I have some very nice manners. I was brought up well. Well, I was actually brought up quite well. I do, you know, I wouldn't say privileged upbringing by any means, but it was a nice upbringing. Very nice parents. Very happy childhood. La 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 la. Very nice time. Okay, right, enough of that. So, like the last game, well, now I don't even have to swap off light square bishops yet, but that's my general idea. Like last time, positionally, you swap off the light square bishops, because when these pieces are removed from the board, d5 and f5 are weak. I mean, that's one way. I could also try to just mate the mother plucker. Let's just try to mate the mother plucker. Let's just try to mate the mother plucker. That's my PC way of saying something else. That's my chicken noise. I don't know what else. No, you know what else I'm trying to say. So I could have just gone positional bishop here, but checkmate is the end of the game. And yes, because he's got a pawn on h6, I just want to slam dunk a piece up his body. A lot of things going up my opponent's body today. Sorry about that, opponent. I'm very sorry to say. Okay, now we do this, because I've created even more weaknesses. Look at that. That is what you call a Grand National winner. The Grand National is the most famous race in the English calendar. And even I'm just going to go endgame, because there's no point fearing good endings. And the reason this ending is good, well, you know, I don't even need to explain why it's good. It's for the same reasons I talked about before. And he's blundered because my position was fantastic. Oh my god, he needs to start playing a different opening. Right, come on, let's Dutch him up. I'm gonna get to 5 wins, then try to win something else. So I'll win the next 2, and then I'll try to find another opponent. Okay, you can try attacking that pawn. Ha 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 ha. What kind of cheap shit is that? What kind of cheap shit is that? You should go to the £1 store, sir, if you're going to play moves like that. That's the only place you can afford to shop. You clearly can't afford to shop at M&S with little cheap shots like that. No, that's a £1 move. Don't try those little £1 shots on me, because I'm a GM, even though people do doubt that. Okay, right. So, where do we go? Well, I'm going to play my normal idea. You've seen me, if you've watched my Blitz videos, probably seen me play 100 positions like this, where I generally do the same thing. And now I have a nice little space advantage, and I'm just going to try to fuck him up. Sorry, I wasn't going to say that, but damn it, I did. I'm just going to try to blow him open like a tidal wave of chaos. I didn't really calculate anything. Yes, well, I know calculation is part of the game, clever clogs, but I'm just going to blow him away. Here comes the Williams tidal wave. You call me Tsunami Sai. Tsunami Sai, here we come. Tidal wave, in we go. Is this just a load of bollocks? I don't know. In we go. We're going to tidal wave him. Okay, in we go again, like a bloody tidal wave. Yeah, like a tidal wave. That's my tidal wave noise. In we go. Boom. Boom! Come on, like a tidal wave. Here we go. We don't care. We don't care about pieces. Pieces mean nothing. Nothing. Who gives a damn about pieces? Checkmate is the end of the game. I don't know. Maybe I should care about pieces, but I just want to checkmate it. And why the blooming hell not? So if he takes here, I'm going to play a rook takes a here, threatening this check. This is James Bond chess. This is superhero chess. Get your mojo. Oh yes, get in there, son. Get in there. Get in there. Right, what's next? What's coming up? Okay, this is probably just I don't know. It's interesting. I don't think this is shit. Did I hear you say it was shit? Did I? Okay, so you got rook there. Can I sack more? Can I put this up in here? I don't know. Let's do that one, shall we? Let's put that one there. Stop him his rook coming in. His king is exposed. If I can get 2 more pieces in the game, I am laughing. Knight c6, rook e8, boom, and we're downtown to the Paradise City. Okay, what the blooming hell is that load of nonsense? I suppose he wants to bring this one around. Good luck. Good luck with that. That is like the slowest plan that I've ever seen. Okay, well, not ever seen. Okay, well, I'll let you do that, sir. You can do your plan. I will continue with my plan. And I'm going to continue by, bringing him in as much. Can I now? Do I take here? Take here, queen here. This is getting very exciting. Or do I bring this one in? Rook here, queen here. I bring my last piece in first. I don't want to, because I don't want him putting a piece on e3. Even if I win a pawn, I don't want him putting a piece on e3. And what can be wrong with bringing my last piece into the attack? With knight takes d4 looming, and then they're all having a little bit of a party over his position. Now, this didn't work due to my calculations, but I've just seen I've miscalculated. Queen takes here, check, rook back, bishop there. Very nice tactic from my opponent, which I see I misjudged. Queen takes here, check. That's a real fucker. Rook here, check. Good play from my opponent there. I'm going to give him some credit. You've got to give credit where credit is due, and that's a real shame. It's a real shame because I think he's holding on here now. With what should have been a nice attacking game. Now I can win a piece, so I'm going to have to do this like this. This is the only way I can do it and get 1 piece back with still, I would say, a promising position because I'm a pawn up, and I'm still attacking. So yeah, basically, fuck you, sir. Fuck you. Is my what is that? Can I not take? I'm not even going to concentrate on that one because this seems like a good sensible move. Time. Right, I'm going to hurry up now because I have a very good position. The only way I'm going to throw this away is by flapping it on the clock. So like before, this is where I need to get quicker and not. I'm speaking so slow here. Unbelievably slow. Why am I speaking so slow? Right. Don't lose on time. Trying to get all my pieces in to the squares that they justly have been shouting to be put on. But don't lose on the clock. Don't lose on the clock. Don't lose on the clock. Say that and I move so slow. My next move. Time, Simon. Time, Mr. Williams. Completely winning. Completely winning. You're not get. Yeah, I have that one as well. It's Christmas, bloody Christmas all over again. I love it when a plan comes together. Yes, I do. Ooh, who's the animal? Who's the animal? Oh God. Oh, obviously not me. Right. Okay. I'm trying to get 5 on my quest to. What the hell is that? I don't know. So let's just put another pawn in the middle on my quest to try and gain back some of the rating points that I've been losing. And I told you I'd be on good form today, and I feel like I've proven that somehow. and let's just keep this rolling. And I put my bishop there to stop him putting his bishop on this square. He should have gone bishop c5 with the same intention as me. And now, of course, I want to start suffocating his pieces. And already this position seems very pleasant to me. Good development, and that must give me the edge here. How do I improve? I'd love to get my bishop into this square, which my opponent has now stopped, but his knight is a very bad square there. I mean, even if I do something like this, he has to come back, but I don't even want to do that straight away. My knight wasn't good, so I'm just going to try to get my pieces to better squares first. And also, maybe this one is worth trying. This is one of the main ideas, and in we go now, because we come in with a nice little tempo. And that, my friends, is a pawn that my opponent has dropped. And you know what? I'm going to damn well take it. So I've converted one type of advantage, which was a slightly better position, into another type of advantage. But obviously, there's a lot of work to do here. And I did this to try to get a past d pawn, because it just makes my play a bit easier. And if he doesn't do that, well, I was thinking my knight has this annoying c4 square with check, maybe combined with e6 or something like that. So I'm gonna at least now just try and keep this position together. He can't put a rook here, which is very useful. Where does my bishop want to go? Here, knight here. I think, again, I'm just going to play very simply. When your material up, simplifying cannot be a bad idea. Now, do I even take the knight here? I'm not sure. This pawn, the problem with this is, of course, it can become weak, and I'm not sure what my next move is. So, okay, I'm going to flick this one in. Try to force him to take here and get my rook to e6 as such, and a bit of technical work to then do, because my extra pawn is not great. My f pawn's weak as well in quite a lot of circumstances. So okay, but it's a pawn up, so should be good. Angry Serb, you're not as angry as me today, that is clear. Okay, what do we do? Well, I'm just going to play this. I think his last move was a nothing move. In actual fact, that pawn is now weaker. I think his last move, okay, so that's his idea, to pressurize this one. Okay, so now do I yeah, let's just try to come in. Let's do this and try to convert the advantage straight away. But he's going to come back, and I still think I'm keeping quite a nice advantage here with rook e6 coming. This is my key idea. So he's played a good move there. That is a good move. Now, that's an annoying move. I was hoping he obviously wouldn't play that one. Okay, but now he should have taken that pawn where he had a chance, because my knight now has boom town, as the one and only Danny Wrench would say. And right, I'm going to try to play someone who's got a higher rating now. So, oh my words, it's basically Serb day today, isn't it? I'm just going through the Serbs, and it's nice to play different players as well, because you get a chance to play against different opening setups generally, because the same players will play the same kind of openings. And here we're getting the main line London, and again my opponent's taken on g3. This seems to be, can I say it, a Serbian thing, where the Serbian players seem to love taking that one for some reason. Now, my positional play is, I think, been okay so far, so I'm not even worried about going into this, because I've still got the open file. His bishop is bad. Think about the positional considerations here. Bad bishop, trapped behind his pawns. I've got a good bishop, I've got an open A file. My double pawns here are strengths, because I've got these two open lines for my rook. So I'm liking my position already. Strategically, it's a very nice position. And I could even try to exchange there to get this e5 square, but I don't think I want to give up my bishop. Why do I want to do that? And now the H file is not so important. It's more important to control the E file, and my long-term plan is to take control of some of these weakened squares here. So I want to get my knights diving into the 3 highlighted squares. So one square here is where one knight is heading for, then I hit his light square pawns, and then maybe my other knight is coming into this square, just increasing the pressure little by little. So there we go, that's one knight in, and he can't move his B pawn. He's trying to move it now, so that okay, let me just think. I could go here. Do I want to swap off? I could go here as well. Now if he goes here, I have to go back. It's a little bit of a pain. Or do I have this tactic? Can I set him up? So here takes everything. Here takes here. I don't know. Let's keep it simple. Okay, I'm going to keep it simple, but I feel like I shouldn't be swapping pieces off. I feel like swapping pieces off is actually what my opponent wants, unless the exchanges are clearly helping me. Now, taking here, I was hoping would help me because I move another pawn towards the center. I'm not so convinced if I should be doing this. I've tried to change one advantage to another. I think positionally I'm still good. As long as I can meet A5 with B5, then I'm happy. Then I'm certainly happy. This is my plan. Meet A5 with B5. And I've still made sure that his bishop is bad. So he's trying to break. That's a clever move. That's a clever move. But this tactically might refute it when I can take here and just take that pawn and win a pawn. So this seems to be a very good answer to what I said was a clever move. And now, again, I don't want to allow A5 because that will break up my pawns. And he has no pawn breaks here, so there's no way he can get through my position. Okay, of course, he wants to play E5 as his pawn break. So I'm going to work against that one. And he has this one, then I have that. I have B5, which I'm going to play. I'm just going to try to take as many pawns as I can. Why not? Let's just take as many of the little fuckers as I can. And, you know, I'm hoping I haven't allowed too much counterplay here. But my knight, the reason I wasn't so scared about this is because my knight on D4 is fantastic. It covers E2, covers F5. And I'm imagining my knight is just in the center of the board. And knight is such a strong piece. And here it is just blowing shit up his bottom. And bottom is my favorite word of the day, because that is where I'm putting it in my opponent's. I'm putting it in my opponent's bottom every game. It's going in there, and it's really okay. Right, so look at those guys. I love them. I love him. Okay, so they're both seem quite safe. Now let's just move the king in, and I'm enjoying this one. I feel like I can enjoy this one. His bishop doesn't have any good squares. Oh my words. And now my king has come into this square here. And I'm enjoying this one. I'm not even going to allow his king in. I'm going to stop all counterplay. That is what you call a grandmaster enjoying himself. Perfection move. You know, just try to stop all the little counterplay that your opponent can do. And he can try. He's only got one king coming at me. So I'm not necessarily pooing my pants. And there you go. I've kind of stopped all his plans, and I've got 100 ways to win. But you know what? This is just too enjoyable. You know, I'm just liking this. Look at him. Look at them. He's actually nearly in Zugzwang here. I can go Rook D8, by the way, any moment and win. But I'm just enjoying myself. I'm just having a good time. I'm having a good time. Okay, time to put it in the pipe and smoke it. That, of course, is the winning move, and I've got a lot of pieces coming at him, and that is what you call a positional masterpiece. And please resign. Give me a little bit of respect, because I'm a queen up. Do resign. I'm a queen up. I have a lot of time. Don't play on. Don't be an absolute nincompoop. Don't. There's no reason. There's no reason to do this to yourself. It's going to mean I probably won't want to play you again, but I will, because now you got me angry. Okay. There goes another one. Another one bites the dust. Oh yeah. And another one. And another one. And another one bites the dust. Hey, you're gonna get okay. So basically, it's beat up Serb day today. I hope you, if you are Serb and watching this, that's certainly not a racialist thing, because well, I've been to Serbia a lot of times and I had a great time. They're lovely, friendly people. I've got some good Serbian friends, so I don't mean that in a nasty way. So, you know, just the players, you know, you can see I'm just in this high energy mode today, and that's the way to roll, you know. That's the way to roll, baby. That's the way to roll. That's the way I roll. That's the way I roll. Okay, so now I'm already thinking that my bishop wants to get to b6. This is the kind of plan which I'm certainly considering. I expect he'll take with the e-pawn here, but then my knight has f5. So he has taken this way, and now I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy here. It's basically like a King's Indian defense. I'd love him to take here, because if my e-pawn moves, say hello to my little friend. And but first of all, I'll get all my pieces into the game. So I'm just going to move my b-pawn, get my rook in. This looks like a nice kind of King's Indian position. The only problem piece I can see here, he has taken there. That seems crazy to me. You're blooming crazy. Aye. Okay, so, well, I mean, I suppose it's not too silly, because he needed to create some counterplay, and he's trying to open up lines here. So, I mean, in actual fact, that's probably what he did. It's actually quite a clever move, but this is an important move. Stopping e4. That's a very, if I dare say so myself, a nice move I played. And as long as I stop this e-pawn moving... Hello, Bailey. How are you doing, Bailey? You all right? You all right, Bailey? I haven't seen you for a while. Bailey's come upstairs to say hello. We'll probably make this the last game, because I've got cat business to attend to and meetings to go to. And this is obviously a good sign for Title Tuesday if I get back in time to play. It looks like I'm actually playing pretty decent chess at the moment. Now, he has thrown me with that last move, but I don't believe it's gonna throw me too much. My king's quite exposed, though. Exposed. So he's something. That's a nice little idea he's come up with. So he's throwing. He's got this knight. This knight's my problem piece. What do I do with this? Do I move it? I need to take this pawn, don't I? What do I take that with? I take it with this, or I think taking a bishop feels right. And I am a little bit concerned about my king position, especially when he gets this one in. So I don't, you know, as you know, I'm not like, I don't enjoy defending. Let's just put it that way. Stumbling for words there. And I'm down on time, so I'm going to hurry up now. I want to finish with a win, of course. Finish a decent session with a win. Now, this is the move I'm worried about. I don't know why he's not playing that quickly. When here he has queen g2, check king here, and I've just got to see if I can run away. Luckily, my knight defends the key g6 square in a number of variations. If I get my king to d8, I'm happy, and you can see how important this g6 square is now. And I feel that this is good for me now, because my king is coming to d8 where it's going to be safe. I just had to get it out of the danger zone there. So let's keep running around. And I want my king on d8, and I've got it to that square. My bishop's still a very good piece, defending everything and promising. But, you know, it's one of those complex positions where things can easily go wrong still. Now, can I run even further? Let's keep running. I want it. Ideally, I suppose I want it over here, don't I? But I'm just being very cautious here, because it's one of those positions where one blunder and it's game over. So I think I'm too. Look at that king. That king has had a time of its life there. He's had the time. He's had a great adventure. He's been like, it's like Phyllis Fogg all around the world, sir. And now he's trying a little. I can't go. You know, queen f5 check would be incredibly embarrassing there. But this is holding. This is holding absolutely fine. And I'm even thinking now, starting some counter attack Let's just keep my calculation strong. He takes there. That is the problem. But then I have this check. I want to finish on a high. This check takes here. Do I need to do that, or should I just be simplifying down to this? Oh, bloody hell. Time. Oh God, that was awful. Again, I just absolute lapse of concentration with my clock there. Very, very silly of me. And now I've got a real challenge on my hands here, because I have moved very slowly and I'm still moving a bit too snail-like for my liking. Fuck you, that's just cheap what he did there. I don't believe it's good, it's cheap, it shouldn't work. Fuck you. Ooh. Cheap tactics from my opponent there in you know, but of course it's my fault because I got short of time. Right, that's enough for me. That's a good session. Nice to have won that one, of course, but we all know what I like when I get a little bit short of time. But feeling better. That was a better session. And like I said, if you want to support me, then, you know, please do check out these links, you know, and I want to make loads more. I've got loads of interesting stuff coming up. A lot of it's quite secret because I'm worried that if I give it away online, loads of other people will copy it. That's how much faith I have in the free stuff I've got coming out. But the more time I have where I don't have to work on paid stuff, the more time I have to do that. So there you go. If you want to buy it now, until Saturday only, it's at that price. And if you want the course freebie, then there you go. That is absolutely free. You don't have to do anything. You can get that for free. 2 hours for free. So thanks for watching. I wanted to prove to myself more than anyone I can still play a bit of Blitz chess. It's been a while, but that seemed to be a lot better, and I'm going to move my rating back up to 2600 in the space of no time whatsoever. I may be streaming Title Tuesday later on. Depends if I get back in time, so hold your breath for that. It'd be nice if I could. I'll try my best. See you later. Sayonara. Please help me out by buying the course. I love you forever. Forever and ever. Forever and ever and ever. Bye for now.